This is a Dnepr 650 engine. As you can see, the cylinders and the head cylinders are missing. That is because this engine was rebuilt by me 5 or 6 years ago. It was running. I have run the bike with this engine somewhere to 700 or 800 kilometers. But at some point I have changed the project, and I had to take the pistons, cylinder and the head cylinders in order to complete another Dnepr engine. So now I have to complete this engine, and I'm already working, as you can see, on the head cylinders. This is already rebuilt, but this I will detail in another video. This engine have a little story. This is an engine from 1988. It is marked somewhere, but I don't remember exactly now where it is marked. It was rebuilt by me. It was taken from a motorcycle, a disabled motorcycle, Dnepr, that it was having only 4,800 kilometers, and the engine had a problem. The crankshaft, it was moving back and front somewhere on 2 millimeters, and that it was not okay. So even the engine had a few kilometers. I had to open the engine in order to see what was the problem. So what I have found out, it was the fact that it had a problem from the factory. In the factory, when they assembled the engine, they used the same bearing for the rear of the crankshaft and the front of the crankshaft. The Dnepr engine had two bearings, one in the back with the roller bearings and one in the front with ball bearings. They have the same dimension, but they are different. So the roller bearing in the back, it is for the flywheel, which is heavy, and this way it can absorb the forces. And the front bearing, it is for the forces in the front of the crankshaft, but also for the axial play, and it is not letting the crankshaft to move front and back. So in the factory we had the same roller bearing in the back and in the front, and because of that the crankshaft, it was moving. So I disassembled, and I have found this problem. Also the camshaft gear was touching on the main carrier of the crankshaft. The main carrier of the crankshaft, it is from aluminum, so the gear have grinded that aluminum 1-2 millimeter, and those debris got in the oil. Because of that, they were sucked by the oil pump and forced in the bearing shells of the crankshaft. So when I opened the cone rods, I have seen the bearing shells having those debris impregnated in the composition of the bearing shell. I have measured the crankshaft. It was perfect. It was not scratched. It had 48 millimeters, 0.00, exactly the standard measure. And because of that, I just had to change the bearing shells and also the bearings in the back and in the front. Put the correct bearings. Roller bearing in the back, ball bearing in the front. Also, I have changed all the seals, the gaskets, and the engine, it was running quite good. So now I just have to finish this engine. I have already the cylinders with the piston. As you can see, I have already rebuilt this cylinder head. I have put new valve guides. I have made my own valves, good quality valves. The seats were rectified, but like I said before, I will detail this work later in another video, because I have to rebuild another head cylinder, and I will detail the rebuild of the head cylinders. So we will see you in the next video.